Hi folks, Michael Raphael with Infinity Massage and Wellness here on beautiful Hollywood Beach, Florida to tell you about Integrative Orthopedic Deep Tissue. IODT for short is an integrative approach to deep tissue therapy with orthopedic goals. Now, before I tell you a little bit more about that, let me explain why I'm out here on the beach and not somewhere else inside. I figured this would be a better backdrop than a classroom. That's why every integrative orthopedic deep tissue class, whenever possible, will be held in a beautiful location like this. We'll have most of our class time indoors, but every morning we'll come outside and spend time in nature. The reason for that is that IODT is deeply rooted in the study of nature. I believe that by studying and learning all we can about nature, we can learn more about human nature. And so we can learn how to help bring our clients back to a more natural balance. And we can do that more efficiently and more effectively by following the laws of nature. So let's break it down backwards. Integrative orthopedic deep tissue therapy. In case you weren't already aware, deep tissue therapy is not about just the same massage with heavy pressure. It's about getting into those deeper muscle fibers of the surface muscles and about getting into the deeper muscles beneath the surface muscles. There's a myriad of ways we can do that. We can do that not only by getting deeper pressure, but also by knowing how to get to those deeper muscles by moving around some of the surface muscles. And we can also stretch the muscles. Different people respond differently to different types of therapy. And that's why it's important to have as many tools in your toolbox as possible. With integrative orthopedic deep tissue, you're going to learn a lot of techniques like trigger point therapy, a lot of advanced stretching techniques like proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, reciprocal inhibition, a lot of different things that are going to loosen up those muscles and lengthen those shortened muscles without you having to manually put hands on them. And it's really about which is the easiest, most efficient, most effective method for that particular client. And so we have to have a lot of different methods so that we can find out what works for each client. For example, we've got 7 different ways to release the psoas muscle. That's deep tissue therapy. What about the integrative part? Well, one of the difficulties with deep tissue therapy sometimes is that when you're trying to get into those deeper muscles or apply deeper pressure, the client will tighten to resist. It's the body's natural instinct to want to resist, to protect the body. So we have to help the client overcome that instinct. In order to go deeper, we have to get deeper than just the physical. We have to get into the client's mind. Now, this doesn't require an advanced psychology degree or anything like that. What I'm talking about when I'm talking about coaching the client to utilize their consciousness to override their instincts to resist. Because as long as they're tightening to resist, we can't get in there and we can't accomplish as much. So there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. The way that I teach you with integrative orthopedic deep tissue is a lot of therapeutic talking is what I call it. So a lot of it is creating imagery, and a lot of it is just using also the breath. The breath is an incredibly powerful tool for getting the body to relax. We know that deep breathing can slow down the nervous responses, okay, and kind of calm the sympathetic nervous system. Also, there's a fascial component to breathing, so that when you're expanding part of your body to breathe, the fascia is pulling on the nearby fascia of those muscles that you're working on. And so when you release the breath, you release that tension on the fascia, and that release enables you to get deeper into the stretch or deeper into the muscle. So that's the integrative component, is integrating the mind and the breath into the therapy. This is not a massage where the client escapes into la la land or falls asleep. This is more of like a guided meditation mixed with massage therapy in order to really engage the client's mind and take it inward, not escaping outward to focus on other things, but focusing on what you're really feeling. So it's a real body-mind awareness practice. So orthopedic, how is this orthopedic? Well, I've been in this business for 12 years, primarily focusing on orthopedic massage and on deep tissue massage. And the orthopedic approach is to look at the structure of the body, the alignment of the structure of the body, looking for postural imbalances to give us clues to musculoskeletal imbalances. So when you're working orthopedically, you don't just work on the muscle that is having a problem. So for example, if it's a shoulder issue, you may have shortened quadratus lumborum muscles and other side bending muscles, right? Lateral flexion muscles that are causing the spine to bend, that are pulling down on the shoulder, pulling down on the ribs and or pulling down on the shoulder blade. So by doing so, this puts the shoulder in an unnatural position, which doesn't allow it to go do its normal full motion. Here's another example. If you have kyphosis in the client, right? This posture, this slouched posture. What you're going to have is an inability from here to completely raise the arm, right? If I'm slouched, here's how high I can get it. If I'm straight, here's how high I can get it. There's a difference. And so we need to be able to help the client get back to full mobility and full use of their joints. And that requires taking a big picture approach. So it's more of a holistic approach to the body. So that's a summary for integrative orthopedic deep tissue. So if you enjoyed that video, please click the like and subscribe buttons. And if you want to learn more about integrative orthopedic deep tissue, go to www.integrativeorthopedicdeeptissue.com. I'm also going to put the links down below. Once you're there, click the schedule button to see a list of all the upcoming classes, and there'll be buttons there to register for those classes as well. I hope we'll see you soon in the next video or at one of our workshops. Until then, have a blessed day.